Hey everybody, I am Taylor and I'm the Stargate guy where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Welcome to the 5,000 subscribers live stream. I want to make sure that this is actually working here because I've done this before where I messed up and it didn't work. But anyway, I think it's working. Huzzah! This is fantastic. The channel reached 5,000 subscribers, which is just phenomenal to me, and it's happened in 12, 18 months, 19 months since the channel went live. So it's just, it's incredible to me how supportive the Stargate fan base has been of this channel, and it's just been phenomenal. I love it. Thank you guys. You are freaking awesome. So one of the things that you guys wanted was to celebrate the fact that there's 5,000 people around the channel, which is awesome. And I asked, what do you want to do? And a lot of people said live stream Q&A. So that's what we're doing. And sorry about dogs barking and stuff in the background. So I'm at my fiance's house, and so she's in the other room with a bunch of people doing facials, and so the dogs are barking because people doing facials and stuff are here, and it's snowing outside, and the dogs are so excited about that, and someone's not stuck in the snow trying to get here, so anyway, it's busy. So sorry about the noise in the background. Anyway, so some of you guys have already submitted some questions for me that I'm going to go through here to start with. See, like a giant truck starting up to dig people out of the snow. Anyway. So some people have already submitted questions to me on Facebook and on YouTube and Twitter, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go through those first. So this is basically just to hang out with you guys. So if you guys have any questions for me about Stargate, about me, about whatever, oh shit, about whether or not I break things, then you can go ahead and comment, and I have this wonderful handy dandy pad here where I can go and look at your questions. So write your questions in the comment sections. Hi to everyone that's in here. I'm seeing some familiar faces. Omega Ordained, nice to see you again, man. 5K, nicely done. Awesome. It's very exciting. So I got some questions. Let's go through this. Write your questions in the live comments, and let's hang out and let's have some fun. Talk Stargate. So from YouTube, subscriber General 2920. Which country are you in? I am from the U.S., the United States of America, and I'm in the state of Oregon. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the city. General 2920 again. Can you start a channel called The Star Trek Guy where you talk about anything and everything Star Trek? I could, and that would actually be a lot of fun, but I can't right now simply because I'm swamped with work. I work a full-time job. YouTube is not my career. And I'm getting married and life is crazy. Yeah. So I would like to start a Star Trek channel. I didn't know about a dedicated one. There's just a lot of Star Trek channels out there. And in fact, my buddy Gary over at Trekker Prize, he has a really cool channel about Star Trek. So if you're curious about that, and I did some Star Trek videos on my channel before this one called Beard vs. Geek, and that's what got me into, well, one of the reasons that got me into just the Stargate channel. So go check that out if you want Star Trek videos where I'm explaining them. They're there, Beard vs. Geek, look it up. From YouTube again, I'm going to move this just a little bit that way. Yeah, so you can see, my fiance's clothing as opposed to, a picture. Anyway, I work with what I got. Omega Ordained on YouTube. Awesome subscriber, dude. He's an awesome guy. How you got to interview those guys at the Stargate convention. Your interviews were fantastic, and I think some of your best work. Keep up the good work. Good luck on you winning super fan. You deserve it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So the interviews were really cool. I did a little road trip in May with Gary from Trekker Prize, and we went down to California, and we met with one of the subscribers there. Kevin. Well, I met with Kevin, but met with a subscriber down there, And he said, dude, you need to like do conventions and stuff. And like, since you have a channel, you should talk to conventions. Sometimes they'll give you like a press pass, so you don't even have to pay for a ticket. You can go in and you're working during the convention. So GateCon was coming up in Vancouver, and that's like a 10-hour, 11-hour drive for me. It's a long hour. That's great. And so I contacted GateCon and I said, hey, I'm Taylor. I'm doing the Stargate Guide. Do you have some sort of like press pass thing? And they said, yeah, fill out this application. And, you know, if you meet our criteria, then we'll let you in. And I just barely squeaked in with the criteria, because one of the criteria was you had to have, if you had a YouTube channel, it had to be established longer than a year. And I like barely squeaked in. And then they're like, great. So do you want to do interviews? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to do interviews. And they said, great. So here we have a list of guests. Who do you want to interview? I'm like, that one, 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 that one. And I'm like, if this can happen, fantastic. Because I thought maybe 2 people would show up. You know, maybe they'll say, yeah, you can interview like 2 people and that's it. But they're like, great, we'll make it happen. The downside about that is that during conventions, things happen that are unplanned and things get carried away in conversations, particularly at GateCon, where everyone's super friendly and nice. And so everyone just hangs out and have conversations. The downside is, though, is that the actors and producers and directors and that kind of thing don't always keep their appointments because they're distracted. They're on stage a little longer than they thought they would, or they just want to hang out and talk to their buddies, you know, that they were doing the show with. So most of my time at GateCon, I was in a tiny room. Well, it wasn't tiny, but I was stuck in a little room with 1 or 2 other guys, like Daryl from Gate World. Awesome guy. Got to meet him for the first time in person. We talked a little bit, met his wife. Talked to one of the subscribers from here from Germany, who is doing the Stargate project over in Germany. So we got talking a little bit. And out of the various people that I had appointments with to do interviews, like 60% of them didn't come. So I managed to sit down with about 40% of the people, which was fantastic. And first time ever seeing these people like in real life. And like being able to sit down with guys like Cliff and like Rainbow. It was amazing to just to sit down and talk with these guys because they're human beings. I mean, acting is just their job. And so being really able to sit down and talk to them about the show, but also about themselves, it was a phenomenal experience. I love doing those interviews. And some of those interviews, I did not expect to do. Like 2 of them, really, like they were interviewing someone else and they're like, hey, like, do you want one? I'm like, hell yeah, I want an interview. Totally unprepared. But yeah, sit down, you know, yeah, let's talk and I'll make this up as I go along. So I'm really glad that you like the interviews. And if you haven't seen them yet, go check them out. They're awesome videos. On Facebook, and then right after these 2 questions, I'm going to go over to the YouTube stuff and check the live stream because they just pop up very briefly on my phone, which is what I'm recording on. So I barely get a chance to look at them before they're gone. So comment section right over there. One of those. Wait, if you're looking at me like that, then it's over there. Yeah, go right over there. It's like I know what I'm doing, right? On Facebook, Roll from Romania. We got talking. Awesome guy. Roll, how many times have you seen Stargate SG-1 on TV? On TV, once, all the way through. Most of my exposure to Stargate SG-1 was actually rewatching them on the DVDs. And like as soon as the DVDs came out, my dad and I would we'd buy the box set. And then they stopped making the box set. And then we would just constantly just rewatch them and talk about it. One of the main reasons why I do this channel is because of my dad. My dad and I didn't bond over too many things, but we bonded over sci-fi and watching TVs and movies. And so we really got into Stargate SG-1 and then Stargate Atlantis. And during the course of watching the show, we would talk about all kinds of different things. We talk about science, about history, about everything, really, about military, and so that really brought us together. So while I was doing the Beard vs. Geek channel, I did 1 or 2 Stargate videos, which were successful, simply because there's no competition and you guys love content. Um, and uh, and suddenly my dad died, very unexpectedly, and I realized that Stargate was a big connection between us. And so I decided to make the Stargate Guy channel to share my love of Stargate and my theories that I would normally share with my dad with you guys. And you guys have just been so incredibly amazing. There's been 1 or 2 bastards, but I have the ability to block them, so I don't care. But it's been awesome. You guys are amazing, just phenomenal, really phenomenal. But yeah, so to answer your question, once on TV, mostly on DVDs, and now on StargateCommand.co. Not that I work for them, or not that they pay me to say their name. Although if they want to, talk to me. I know some of them are subscribed to this channel and they watch this channel, so call me. You have my number. Again, Rawl on Facebook. What was the doll that Captain Carter played when she was a child? And he goes on to say that he knows the answer. Major Matt Mason was the doll that she mentioned, and I didn't even have to look that up. But I did write it down because sometimes I forget about these things. Major Matt Mason, it was an astronaut doll put out by Mattel, I want to say. I don't know. I never played with it. I did G.I. Joes. Yeah. So, let's go to YouTube. The comments that you guys are putting down right now, since they pop up for a second on my phone and I can't read them. And let's answer your guys' questions live and chat and have fun and hang out. Let's see here. Yes, I know puppy dogs. Alrighty. Java Beans, grats on 5K. Awesome, thank you. Don't really thank me. Like, it's you guys. You should be like thanking yourselves. 5,000 people coming around a channel is awesome. And I honestly did not think that this would happen in less than several years. So, you guys are cool. Hello, Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. Hello, my fellow XG nerds. What's up, man? Mario Ordain, 5K, nicely done. Thank you, dude. You are part of this, so congrats to you, too. Nathaniel Pratt, $10 super chat. He says, hey, man. Dude, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Really, you guys have been phenomenal. Nathaniel, thank you. Thank you very much. Some of you guys have asked about the super chat and about Ko-fi. So as most of you guys know already, YouTube is not my full-time job. I don't make really any money off of this at all. It costs me money to do this. So it is, if you guys would like to contribute to helping the channel keep going, you don't have to. I don't expect it. But if you would like to, you can, whenever I do a live stream like this, you can do a super chat, which is where you give a little bit of money and your post pops up and it stays pinned for a while. And so if you want to see for me to read something specifically, that's like the best way to do it because you'll see it longer. Or you can go to ko-fi.com, co-fi.com, and look at the Stargate guy. There's a link always in the description boxes. And that's where you can go and you can buy me a cup of coffee to help keep me going. Coffee's like $3. You can buy however many you want. It can be a one-time thing or a subscription thing. It's entirely up to you. And all of that goes towards the channel. It doesn't go into my pocket. It doesn't go to Ko-fi. It's not Patreon. Ko-fi does not take a cut of it. On YouTube, YouTube takes a cut of whatever money comes through YouTube. Ko-fi does not. It just goes straight to the channel. So if you guys want it to just go to the channel, to making the videos better, to making them sustainable, that's the best way to do it. Down the line, what I would like to do is I would like to hire an editor to edit the videos so I can make more of them. The longest thing is sitting down at a computer and editing a video, and it takes hours. So if I can pay somebody to do that, I could make several videos a week, and it would be awesome. But that costs money. So if you guys would love to donate, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I don't expect you to. And that's the most I'm going to say about this. So Nathaniel, thank you. And speaking of the subject, jumping a hell bit, Omega Ordained, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much. $20 from Omega Ordained. Congrats on the 5K, bud. Well, thank you, dude. And you're a big part of that. So thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. You guys are all awesome. Darmak and Gelada Tanagra. Speaking of Kofi, he's one of our Kofi people. Darmak Gelada Tanagra asked, how did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? If you're referring to my fiance, we actually met online. We met on a dating site, and I am not ashamed to say that because she's awesome. We met on a free dating site because we're both kind of frugal. And we met online, and we like emailed each other pages. We looked it up. We printed them out, like 75 pages back and forth to each other for 2 weeks before we actually met in person and went on our first date. So that's how we met. Thanks for asking. Jay Bond, congrats. I really enjoy your videos. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. And a more rake. How many more seasons did Atlantis have in it before it was cut criminally short? There was so many more, or there was so much more life left in the series. IMO. I believe that they were planning on two more seasons of Stargate Atlantis after that. Of course, it's always with the business, it can come and go pretty quickly. But I think they had some vague plans for two seasons down the line after that. But, you know, MGM was having some financing issues. They declared bankruptcy and all sorts of other things came down. So those didn't happen. But if you love the Stargate Atlantis storyline, there are official comic books coming out and have come out. There are fan-written stuff that have been officially licensed by MGM, but they're from fans written by us, not like Robert C. Cooper. So there's some good stories out there that you can check in and see. And there's puppy dogs. Loud puppy dogs. Let's see here. Jay Bonds, did David Blue state there was a chance for a SGU miniseries webisodes to tie up season 2 ending to tie to a next Stargate series? I have heard vague rumors about there being a little tie-in. A lot of fans have had theories about this and possible storylines for where to take SGU. For example, one of the things I agree with, if they're going to bring back SGU, is say that the pods malfunctioned, and instead of like really keeping them in stasis, the pods malfunction, and that's why people aged by 5, 10, 15 years, however long, and you can kill off some characters that way if people if they don't want to, or if they're not able to return to the show. You can kill people off super easy, and it makes storyline sense because Destiny is such an ancient old ship. Stuff is gonna break, but nothing official, just ideas. So many people are commenting. This is awesome. I love you guys. I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. This is like best part of my month. Let's see here. Mr. Moss, Chief Engineer at the Stargate guy. Why do you think SG-1 never created a type of universal translator? Everyone knows English, but they never say how. Okay. So, this was a whole thing, right? Everyone speaks English. But yet in the movie, nobody speaks English. And there was this big thing having this language block. So basically what it came down to was the executive producers, Brad Wright and Jonathan Glassner, basically said, look, we're doing this in real life here. So of course everyone's going to speak a different language. But we also are making a story. So if we have half of every episode being Daniel trying to figure out how to talk to people, no one's going to want to watch that show for very much longer. Because half of it is just trying to figure out how to talk. And it's really hard to tell a story like that. So they just decided, for the sake of storytelling, we're just going to have everyone speak English. And we're kind of we're gonna kind of gloss over that, so we can tell stories as opposed to having half of every episode being trying to figure out how to speak the freaking language. So I'm gonna stick with that reason. Logically, story-wise, there isn't really a good explanation. It makes no sense, but in the filming industry, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna go with that reason. I get that a lot. That's why I, yeah, laying it down. I'm going to Dane. You handled that like a pro about the interviews. Thank you, thank you. Circuit Nation, what's up, bro? Congrats on 5,000. I'm celebrating 10 subs. LOL. Thank you, thank you. You are awesome. And dude, I have, this is not my first YouTube channel. I had Beard vs. Geek before this. And I also had Meeple Madness Review, which was a really bad board game review channel. Don't bother looking at it. It's horrible. So, if you would like to make videos and do things like this, awesome. Have fun. That's the main thing. Don't think about doing this as a career because that's really hard. That's like breaking into acting. It's that hard. But it's a lot of fun. And don't worry about subscribers. They'll follow. Just focus on making good content. And subscribers will follow. And just have fun. Have fun. That's what YouTube is about. Having fun. Sharing knowledge. Talking to people. I'm getting off track here. Or Mango Dane. Stargaze was the first show I bought on DVD. I'm assuming you meant Stargate. Stargate was the first show you bought on DVD. Same here. Actually, the first DVD I ever bought was called Surf Ninjas. It was a... it's a funny, bad movie from 1988. I liked it as a kid, so when DVDs came out, that was the first DVD I bought. Out of convenience, mainly. And I was broke. I was a kid. Anyway. I lost my place here. Light Shadow. Hey there. How goes it? I got into Stargate with my dad as well. It's going good, and that's awesome. One of the things that I absolutely love about Stargate is that it is a family-friendly show, apart from the very first episode, as I explained to my sister-in-law, who's very not into that kind of thing. But what I love about Stargate is it really is a family-friendly show, and it brings people together. And people talked about this a lot at GateCon, is that you have people that were meeting at GateCon, 15, 20 years ago, and they're still talking with each other. They're still having friendly discussions. You can talk politics and not get into a big argument, with each other. And it's great. Stargate is a great way to bring people together. And that's what I want to do with this channel. I like bringing people together. And it's awesome. And it's worked for 5,000 people. So, doing something right. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Zerio, they were talking about new Stargate in the works. I can't wait. Yes. They're still talking about new shows and new content. They're coming out with a comic book series on StargateCommand.co. And they are working the engine. The wheels are turning in the engine of Stargate within MGM. So there will be some new content. The way that they're going about it is the right way. They're getting fan involvement and what fans want to see as far as Stargate goes. And so they're putting together a super fan panel that's still in the works right now. We'll hear about that in a week or two, I'm guessing. So they're getting fans on board and they're getting feedback and they want to do it right. And that's what I love about the Stargate Command people is they love the content. They know the content, they're fans of the content, and they want to do it right. Particularly after, they wouldn't admit this, but particularly after Stargate Origins was hit and miss. Moving on. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, it's been 21 years since SG-1 aired. Who feels old? Yo. I just turned 30 in December, so that's it. Felt good about that one. That was sarcasm if you didn't catch that. Java Beans, Mr. Mochief, and my kids are older than that, so I already felt old. Awesome. Ghost Fixer, how's it going? Congrats on 5,000. Thank you, thank you. Love celebrating that. I got 10 cents yesterday. All right. Mr. Mouse, Chief Engineer. See, dude, Mr. Mouse is like knocking it up over there. Come on, guys. Lay down some comments, ask some questions, talk to each other. This is awesome. Mr. Mouse, Chief Engineer, where did you get your SG-1 uniform? And why didn't you go with green? So, there's a story to this, as there is with answering all these questions. So I have this wonderful subscriber and now friend of mine called Ryan Nix. Ryan is awesome. He also goes by Stitch, and he has a wonderful website called stitchesloft.com. And I did not know about him until he saw some of my videos, and we emailed back and forth a bit. And so Stitch is a professional prop maker and costume maker guy. As in, like, he has made stuff for Stargate Origins. He has made stuff for major motion pictures. Like, he just made some stuff for a upcoming... I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't even know if he was allowed to tell me. But he was making a prop for a upcoming Marvel movie stuff. He's really good. So, like, he designed and he created these... See, it's the cord. I keep messing with the cord. So he like designed and created these patches, and then he orders the BDUs. These are like actual like BDUs, and so he has uniforms and props and stuff on his site that you can go and buy from him and order from him. He does primo work. Love his stuff. So he sent me a green uniform first, and so I wore that. The trouble is that I also had a green screen, so I need to buy a blue screen. And then the uniform was just a little small. So he sent me this blue one, which I like better and it fits better. And I can go back to my green screen, which is why I hardly ever wear the green, because I have to swap out screens and it's this huge thing. And this is more comfortable. But yeah, stitchesloft.com, and email him and tell him that I sent you, because I have a proposition that I would like to send his way, and if you can tell him I sent you, that might help that proposition. To be continued. That's not ominous. Scott P79. Oh, hey, dude. Hey, Scott. Hey, y'all. Hey. Domain admin. That's clever. Thank you for sharing your story about your dad. I too love the show and your videos. You're welcome, dude. I have no problem sharing my story, and I'm really glad you love the show and you like these videos. I'm surprised anyone likes these videos, but you do, and that's awesome. You guys are amazing. Circuit Nation, you're a nice dude. If I had money, I'd give you $35. Well, thanks, dude. And like I said, you don't have to give me money. I don't expect it. If you would like to, that's awesome. But if you would like to support the show without getting money, which is what I do with a lot of channels, just share the videos, talk to people about it, like the videos, keep watching, and that's really the best support that you can give. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Ghoster Fixer, it's snowing so much here in Bend. Dude, you're in Bend? I know that place. It's a couple hours from here. It's snowing here too. One second. Can I? See, I need it's the tripod. Stop it. No. Oh, wrong way. No. No, that is the right way. I don't know if you can see that. It's snowing. That's all I wanted to show you. Sorry if yeah. It's exciting, I know. Of course, right now I'm on the top of a mountain, and it kind of sucks. But, yeah. I'm not a big fan of snow. Jeez, damn it. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. See, Circuit Nation, stuff happens. Just have fun. But yeah, you're over in Bend. Dude, that's awesome. I would love to do like a couple of meetups with you guys if I can. And maybe do like some conventions. I would love to get into like the convention circuit and do some like stage speaking and speaking in public. I absolutely love that. So if you guys have any conventions coming up and you happen, or you're a convention organizer, shoot me an email, because I think that'd be fun. And then I'd get a chance to meet you guys all over the place. Mr. Box Chief Engineer, there's also an SGA movie. Yep, they were also having plans for that before it was canceled. Omega ordained. Things about YouTube stuff. Hugh. Move along there. I don't know if everyone is super interested in like knowing the behind the scenes stuff of YouTube and what we do as creators and how we do it. So there's a couple of things there I'm kind of glossing over because I don't know if everyone is into that. If you want to know, then let me know. We'll actually talk about it. I mean, we can talk about whatever the hell you want. Next week, though, we are doing a live stream where I'm doing a theory and I'll explain to you the theory and you guys can comment and it'll be a regular live stream. It won't be this loosey-goosey. But yeah, so we can talk about whatever the hell you want, man. Mr. Miles Engineer, they code SGA in order to produce SGU. I won't ever forgive him for that. SGU was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it was different. It was different. And it could have been really awesome, but they changed some stuff there. Anyway. Let's see here. First DVD I bought was Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Awesome. Do you think they can get RDA, Richard Dean Anderson, to come back for new Stargate? I know he said for the right script he would. I think he would. I think he'd be willing to come back to do some cameos. I totally think he'd be willing to do that, do a couple of episodes here and there, because it seems that he like genuinely likes the work. The only real reason that he dialed back his involvement in Stargate for season 9 and 10 was because of his family, and he wanted to spend more time with his daughter, which totally agree. Family first and foremost. But, you know, like he came back for the 200th episode, and they only needed him to do like some voiceover stuff, but he like came down on set, and like with the scene in the 200th episode where it is Sam walking down a corridor and you have this floating coffee cup and it's Jack and he's like invisible. That really was Richard Dean Anderson. He got dressed up head to toe in a green suit, carrying a coffee cup just to do that scene. He didn't have to do it at all, but I think he just likes the work and he likes the people so much that I think he would totally do some cameos. I don't know about a full engagement kind of thing, like an every episode kind of thing, but I think he'd come back, you know, for a couple cameos. That's my 2 bits. I don't know. You can ask him. A lot of people probably have. Aunt Filch, congrats on reaching 5K. I'll give you a like. Awesome. Wow, I lost my throat there for a second. Which is your favorite Stargate episode? Damn it. I knew someone was going to ask this question. My favorite Stargate episode. See, that's super hard. Part of me wants to say the 100th episode of SG-1, simply because there's so much awesome, like, behind-the-scenes jokes and stuff. There's so much ridiculousness that I really like that episode. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the 100th episode, Wormhole Extreme. Yeah, let's go with that, Wormhole Extreme. That might change, depending on if I watch more Stargate today. Usually the episode I just watched is my favorite, but, yeah. Mad Dragon 1973. Do you fancy coming to the UK in September for an SG Con? Yes. Yes, I would. Absolutely. Love to. Love the UK. I did a study abroad. I did a semester up at the University of Leicester. The only reason why I didn't stay a full year is because it was expensive and I would have to take an extra year of college to make up for the classes that I missed, because the academia and stuff is different. But I would love to go to the UK. I would love to go to a Stargate convention there. It's just a matter of how. So if you can talk to convention people, and if they would like to help facilitate my arrival, then fantastic. I will gladly show up. I will take time off and whatever. Oh crap, I'm getting married September 1st. Depends on the time of the month. if the convention is the second half of September, yes. The first half of September, my fiance and I are going to be in Hawaii on our honeymoon. So maybe. I can't believe I forgot that. I forgot about my wedding for 5 minutes. Don't. I really hope Sarah doesn't watch this later. uh, oh, green screens, green uniform. See the problem? Yep, yep. Can't wear green with a green screen. It doesn't work. John Woods. Do you have a favorite alien species from any of the series, or maybe one you wish they explored more? Favorite species? Us. Hello. No brainer. I wish that, like everyone else, I wish that they explored the Furlings more. I would have loved to have some good canon on them. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, see, Mr. Mog wants some more Furlings. Everyone wants some more Furlings. Come on. That's an easy question. Everyone has the same answer. Good stuff. Mr. Mox, post a link to the Stitch person and I'll check it out. I did a full video unboxing of the first uniform. So, excuse me. So go to the videos page on the channel and scroll down. It's near the bottom. It's been a while since I've done that video. And it's an unboxing uniform review type of thing. I believe I'm posed like this on the thumbnail. Go check that out. There's a link in there. That's the quickest way that I know that you can go check it out in order if you're curious about these uniforms. For those of you just joining, I feel like I'm doing a radio show now. For those of you just joining, we're just doing Q&A from whatever you guys write. I'll answer any questions that you guys want to pose. Let me know right over. I'm going with over here. Might be over there. I'm going with over here in the comment box, and we're getting through those. And yeah, this is awesome. Loving it. And we'll go however long there are questions. This is like my favorite part of the month. I don't mind being here for a while. Frederick Marcox. I hope I'm saying that right. So how is going your project for which you requested people's videos? Right after GateCon and during GateCon, I requested that people send me a quick video about what got them into Stargate, why they really like Stargate. And the idea is that I would love to make a little documentary about Stargate, basically from fans' perspectives, and to incorporate some of the on-location videos and footage that I've made. I created, while I was at GateCon, I took a little time. I stood outside of Bridge Studios, and I filmed a little segment there for that little documentary. And in my little interview room, because I was alone a good chunk of the time, I busted out the camera and I filmed a little segment there about a little Stargate documentary, a little fan documentary. I would love to do that project. It's just a matter of time, and it's particularly of editing, because that's a big thing. And if you guys are really interested in that, let me know, really. And I will put that on my things to do, like right after I get married, because that's taking a lot of time. To do that little fan documentary about Stargate, and using some of the interviews and compiling some good stuff for you guys that's exclusive with us here on the channel. Let me know in the comment section, not in the text box, in the comments. Let me know if you're interested in that kind of thing. And with that kind of thing, it takes time and money, really. And I don't have a lot of either right now. But yeah, let me know. Comment section, comment section, comment section. Or send me an email. Send me an email. The Stargate guy at Gmail. Send me an email there. John Woods, love your show, by the way. Thank you, John. You're awesome. Raining and snowing here in Montreal. Isn't it always raining or snowing in Montreal? Like, isn't that like a city ordinance? Or I guess not a city. Well, there is a city too. But isn't that like a province ordinance that it has to rain and snow in Montreal like all the time? Java Beans, very windy here in Oregon. Outback, not snowing yet. Dude, there's several people in Oregon that are subscribed here. Dude, you guys are awesome. We need to like hook up somewhere in like Eugene sometime and have a drink or something. That'd be cool. Arrow Win, your channel randomly popped up for me a few weeks ago, and it reminded me of how amazing Stargate is, especially Atlantis. It makes me want to rewatch it. That's awesome. Dude, yeah, you guys are making my day. This is so cool. I'm very glad that I was able to help rekindle your spirit in Stargate. I love hearing things like that. That's one of the reasons why I do this channel. Awesome. And that looked very bad on camera, by the way. I just looked at, I'm seeing myself while I'm going through comments. So when I did that, that could have bad connotations. I was thinking SGU was a victim of timing. It really was. Natasha Johnson, are you there, sir? No, I am here. I'm a general, star in everything, according to Stitch. Mr. Miles, chief engineer, you can only have one. And they went to creating rather than continuing SGA. There's more than just bad timing, sci-fi. Oh, yeah, there's a lot to that. Java Beans, first DVD he got was Star Trek Inception. Well, I must be really behind in comments. Oh, well, I'm not really. You guys are slow commenting. Come on. I'm having fun. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a blast. Rebel 3, favorite episode, Window of Opportunity. Window of Opportunity is like almost everybody's favorite episode. And I think that's just because there was a good story, but it was also funny. It was a great mix of funny and good story. It didn't really have a lot of action, but funny and good story, and that's a great combination. And Stargate was famous for having that combination. Love it. Excuse me. Natasha Johnson, Groundhog Day 1, LOL, that was funny. Wormhole Extreme, or any Asgard episodes. Were some of their funny video, or some of her favorite episodes. Wardog99, my friends and I have thought... apparently, I need to talk. Wardog99, my friends and I have thought, in the 3 mirror universes we see in the world, in all Daniel Jackson is not part of the program, is he the difference that makes our world live the best? I butchered that, but basically out of the mirror universes, Daniel's in ours, but not in others. Do you think that's one of the reasons why we're so awesome? Yes. Of course, I love Daniel Jackson. Awesome character. He was one of the characters, or he really inspired me to study anthropology and history in college. And I got 2 Bachelor of Science degrees, 1 in both categories, and a museum studies certificate. So, yes, I'm just going to say yes. Daniel made a huge difference. Frederick Maroc. Oh, it's pronounced Marco. Sorry, dude. Frederick Marcoux. Marcoux? Yeah, Marcoux. Okay, it's French. I don't do French. I'm sorry. Anyway, Frederick. Thanks, man. Sorry for butchering your name. The Coca. The Coca. Hey, not a question, but I just found your channel the other week. Must have watched every video you've put up. Wow. Wow, that's... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's awesome. Found your channel the other week. Must have watched every video you've put up. You got some crazy theories. Love them. I'm glad you like my crazy theories. They seem to be the best videos that I do, and at least people tend to enjoy it more than some of my others. But dude, that's awesome. You know, you've watched all the videos. I haven't even watched all the videos. I just make them. But yeah, that's awesome. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you aboard. Stargate guy, oh, Mr. Miles again. Stargate guy, have you seen the most recent episode of The Orville? Did you notice the XGA references? So I love The Orville, and I am waiting until the entire series comes out, and then I'm going to binge watch the crap out of the season 2 of The Orville. So no, I did not catch the Stargate references because I have not seen that episode yet. But now I'm looking forward to it even more. So I like that. Frederick, well, I'm interested. I sent you a video. Awesome. Thanks, dude. I'm pretty sure I got it. I remember that. Mr. Boxer 42, lore speculation question. Ooh, I love those. What do you think has happened in Stargate since we last saw it in Stargate Universe? I think that's a big question. In Stargate Universe, I think that they got on not reading the comic books, not counting the comic books. I think that they calculated destiny close, and they got the power requirements off by a tiny amount, and they barely got within range of the next galaxy. And in order to preserve the mission, Destiny cut off power to some of the pods, or things got screwed up where some people died. Hence, they're not coming back in the show. And they just barely scraped it to the next galaxy with stuff going wrong, people dying, because Destiny had to plow through to continue on with the mission. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. Of course, there is an official comic book series, so you can read that. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the comic book series for you. You're in that for yourself. Omega Din, I would be down for your fan project, the documentary idea. Awesome, thank you. Sliding Sean, I like to see more videos on the Riol species. Send me a comment right down there for video stuff like this about the Riol species, about anything having to do with Stargate. If you want to see a video on it, comment section is your best bet, or sending me an email or messaging me on Facebook. I have a master list of video ideas from you guys and ideas that I come up with, and it's growing all the time, and I love it. So let me know, comment section, Facebook Messenger, Twitter. Yeah, say, hey, I want a video on this, or this would be really cool. What do you think about this idea? I love getting those comments. Java Beans, I'm just slow commenting. That's okay. I had to look up the which Star Trek movie it was. All right, yeah, that's cool. Mr. Miles Engineer, the fifth race will always be on the top of my list of best episode. The fifth race was awesome. I love that episode. Dustin Beard. Dustin, you're awesome. Say hi to your wife for me. Dustin, $5 super chat. Thank you, dude. You are awesome. Thanks for all you do and help keeping the Stargate community alive. For that, I think you should take my money, damn it. Congrats, buddy. Thank you, Dustin. You are awesome. Dustin is a great supporter. And yeah, take my money. That's the thing going back in our live streams for a while now. But dude, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Mark, Chief Engineer, Stargate Guy, have you ever met Pierre Bernard? No, I haven't. I bet you two would be amazing together on screen. I don't know. I don't really know too much about him. But maybe. I don't know. Frederick, don't worry. English people always destroy my last name. I need a new one. You can change your last name, but that's fine. I mean, just chalk it up to Americans not knowing any other language than English. And even then, we don't really know it that well. So, Scott P79, I would say my favorite episode can be obvious, but the time loop episode, Window of Opportunity. See? Almost everyone's favorite episode is Window of Opportunity. Very predictable. Java Bean, speaking of not coming back, sad to hear the loss of Carmen. Yeah. I'm not going to say his last, I always butcher his last name. Yeah, I was really bummed out to hear that that Carmen passed away. It's always sad when a member of our Stargate family leaves. And just before doing the just to show you the great, awesome community that you guys are a part of. My last interview, if you go a couple interviews back, I did an awesome interview. And of course, I'm on camera, and I just have to forget people's names when I'm on camera. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe it. Dean, man, how can I forget Dean? Dean's awesome. While talking with Dean and interviewing him, we talked for a solid hour before and after that interview. That's like 4 videos back on the channel. And he was saying that one of his buddies, who's a big Stargate fan, that he passed away very unexpectedly. And his memorial service was that day, the day that I was interviewing him. So he was hoping to have a little bit of happy stuff before he goes to the wake and kind of represent the Stargate family and be there for the guy's family. And I think that's awesome. I think it's amazing. But yeah, very sad to hear about Carmen. But very glad to see everyone's support for Carmen and for just the outpouring of appreciation for the work that he did. I love seeing that. Moving on. Can we move to a happy topic? Where was I? Telemachus Kaponos. Have you seen the Stargate Network game? Yes, I have seen the Stargate Network game. In fact, while I was at GateCon, they were there, and I sat down with them a bit, and I played some of their game, and it's really cool. It's really cool, and they're really nice guys. Some of them are subscribers to this channel. But yeah, Google it, Stargate Network game, and it's really cool. They put a lot of work into that. But yeah, it's cool. Natasha Johnson, do you know why Jonas never made even a cameo after leaving SG-1? He did make one cameo. It was in, of course, naturally, I forget the episode. But he did make a cameo. Basically, the general plot was he was part of a scientific team back on his home planet, and they were digging down, and bad things were going to happen. And Nequadria wasn't a natural mineral. It was created from Naquita due to craziness that happened with Goa'uld in an accident and a big explosion. And so it was going to hit this giant deposit of Naquita and turn into Nequadria, and there'd be a huge explosion. So he had to get in this excavator with this chick and some of the SG-1 people to dig into the crust of the earth to destroy this lava flow. No, they went through a lava flow. But taking out this vein of Nequadria so that it doesn't hit the big pocket and go boom. I don't know what the episode name is off the top of my head. You might have to look that up. But yeah, he did make one cameo. And it was a good episode. You know, it's like kind of like a lot of the movies that are like that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Scott P79, I just wonder how many loops it took them to realize they could do whatever they wanted with no consequences, referring to a window of opportunity. It looked like that was in the fairly early stages. So if I recall in the episode 3, 4, something, 5, no, it was more than that because they kind of lost count. I don't know. Never mind. Next question. Mr. Dragon, 1973. Sorry, dropped out because my phone battery died on the way home from work. Oh, welcome back. Mr. Boxer, what would you want to see in a possible new Stargate show? Setting, characters, possible plot? I would want to see a continuation of the story. Man, there's a lot of things I want to see. I want to see that the IOA has taken more, I wouldn't say a bigger role, but they've gotten somewhat of their crap together now after working with each other. I would want to see, because if we're doing this in real time and it's several years later, it's going to be a jolt in storyline. So we might have to go back a little bit, back a few years, to where Atlantis is parked off of the coast of San Francisco, cloaked. And we kind of deal with that. And whether or not she's going to go back to the Pegasus Galaxy or stay here and help out with the Battle of the Ori. If we do keep year-to-year timeline, I want to see exactly how the Battle of the Ori, with the Ori turned out. Whether or not we were able to clean up the ships around here. I would love to see what happened to the remaining Goa'uld. We took out the System Lords, not every single Goa'uld. Okay, there's a big difference. There are still Goa'uld out there. I want to see what's going on with the Jaffa Nation. And see, I'm guessing there will be a big civil war there between the Jaffa nations. Because these are people who absolutely hated each other for centuries. And then they finally came together. Goa'uld System Lords are gone. And it's kind of anarchic at the end of Season 10. So odds are the Free Jaffa are not going to get along. And there's probably going to be a civil war. And so that would be a really cool storyline to develop. Chris Judge has some good ideas for his character and with the Free Jaffa Nation. I would love to see, I would love to see how different people's careers turn out. Because we're talking like Jack and Sam would be retired, most likely. Unless them, kept being with Stargate Atlantis. But, I could see them, maybe forming a more romantic relationship now that the mantle of military service is gone. I would like to see what's going on with the Lucian Alliance and what's going on with this giant, kind of drug cartel gangster people. Like, that's some really cool stories right there, There's all sorts of, cool things that you can do, even without bringing in an outside giant threat enemy, which is what we were used to. The Goa'uld, massive big threat enemy. They're gone. Replicators, massive big threat enemy. They're gone. Ori, massive big threat enemy. Clean them up. Wraith. The Wraith are still going on. What's going on with the Wraith? What's going on with the Stargate Atlantis stuff? We don't know. Maybe the Wraith finally make it to the Milky Way galaxy. And that can be our big enemy that we have to face together. But you can do a lot of side stories even without that. There's all sorts of cool things. I want to see so much stuff. I really want to see a lot of stuff. But that's just some spitballing ideas. Holy cow, this has gone on for almost an hour now. It feels like 20 minutes. Yeah. Mad Dragon 1973. I like Ergo. Window Opportunity was bloody cool. I can tell you're English. Not a lot of people say bloody cool, which is sad. But swearing in the comment section, really? Never mind. Yeah, Ergo was a really funny episode. Absolutely funny episode. Yeah, Dom DeLuise. Anyway. Joseph Anchors. What do you think Destiny's mission was actually looking for in the background radiation? I get why the ancients were looking for a hidden message, but what do you think the message was? We apologize for the inconvenience. I'm also a big fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. And in that book series, there is a book, So Long, Thanks for All the Fish. And at the very end of it, I don't know if you guys got this, but I'm explaining it to you if you haven't read the books. At the very end of that book is Tim Trout. Yeah, all right. At the very end of that book, they go to a planet where it's supposed to have God's last message to his creation. And they go up there, and it's emblazoned in fire on the side of a mountain. And it takes like a day or 2 days to travel up there. And all it says was, We apologize for the inconvenience. So I think that would be hilarious if that was the message. But I don't think it is going to be that way. But I don't know. I think it would be interesting to, if there was a link to the ancients being an ascended species, or another type of ascended species into different planes of existence. And that was another species or the ancients further down the line with time and whatever, all the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, Doctor Who reference, and it has some sort of link to that. I don't know. See, you can take that so many ways, and I kind of like it being a mystery. I really like it kind of being a mystery because it leaves it really open to interpretation, and there's 100 different ideas. I like that. Pierre Bernard, did it came into an extra one? Yeah. Domain admin, favorite episode was when the team was captured by Eris Bach. Yes. The greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy. Eris Bach. Good guy. Well, he turned out okay. He was all right. Big Preston, do you think if Stargate ever comes back, we can get some Star Trek type missions where they can't get a gate lock, so they dispatch a ship to explore? Yeah, I think we could, depending on what the imminent threat is. If we pick up where the Ori is still going on, we're not going to have time for that stuff. If the Wraith are coming, we're not going to have time for it. So, I don't know. I think it's a possibility. And I think if there's a real good cause to dispense that ship, then they would. And that would be kind of a cool sideline. I don't think it would happen a lot, though. I'm just thinking about resources and that kind of thing. Although with the Asgard hyperdrives, it would make it super, well, not super easy, but easier to do that kind of thing. And maybe. Maybe. James Fry, hey, congrats on 5,000. Dude, James, you're a really old subscriber. So you're awesome, dude. I've seen him in the comments forever. Java Beans, fortunately, this is all being recorded and it's going to be uploaded to the channel, so you can go back about the whole Naquadia thing, since your internet cut out there. Jaffa Cree. Man, I'm getting behind in these comments. I have to gotta hurry up here. Hey there, Pan. Juan. Hey, Juan. What's up? Stargate guy. I want to know what becomes of the Pegasus Asgard. Me too. Pegasus Asgard. I think it would be so. I don't know. It'd kind of be ironic, but I think it would kind of be funny because I have a weird sense of humor. I think it'd be funny if they found out exactly what the issue was and that they stopped their genetic degradation and they solved it. But the main Asgards blew themselves up because they couldn't, and they didn't even contact these guys because they took a different approach. I think that'd be funny because the Asgard were kind of idiots. And I made a video about that. Man, I've got to get better lighting in here. Note to self, when I move in here, I need to fix the lighting situation. It's all washed out. Not acceptable. Natasha Johnson, I want to see what kind of role Tilk's son would play. Would he be a leader? I don't think there was ever enough for him. I think you could have a really good storyline there with Ryak about, how being not kind of like failing to live up to his father's reputation and his father's clout. I think there's a good little storyline there. And that relationship between him and Tilk. Yeah, I think there's some good potential there. Because I could see him not being happy with... he feels like he has to live up to his father's reputation. But he can't. Because he isn't Tilk. He's his own guy. But as soon as people find out, oh, you're the son of Tilk. And I could see that being a thing. Yeah. And not like a main story, like a good subplot, though. I could see that. Yeah. The high ground. Greetings from Germany. Hi, Germany. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Are you a good country? You seem okay. Morelli, hi. Welcome. James Fry 42. Yep. Hey, Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy fans. Right on. Henry Cox, dude, congrats. You wear that suit like a second skin. Smiley face. Well, that's very flattering. Thank you very much. I feel like I wear it like a fat guy wearing a military uniform. So it's not exactly amazing. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, here's an idea. The ancients did figure out the message, but didn't have to find the source to do it. That's how they learned of ascension. That's an interesting idea. Yeah. Yeah. Germany agrees. The high ground. Mad Dragon, yes, I'm English. Yes, you are. South Coast, half an hour drive from Southampton. Half hour from Salisbury, where Terry Pratchett lived. Sorry for the language. Dude, I don't care if you say bloody. It's fine. You can say whatever, bloody thing you want. I don't bloody care. Let's see here. Oh, man, I lost my place again. For Mr. James Fry, I live here. Good. Glad you're here. I'm going to start charging you rent, though, if you keep living here. Amigo Dane, an evil Asgard faction attacking Earth would be kind of cool. New bad guy. I don't know. I could see them being a pest. I don't really see them being a bad guy, though. War Dog 99, can we all agree we want more MMA? Mixed martial arts? I don't know. I think there's a decent amount of mixed martial arts. I mean, can we all agree we want more MMA? Yeah, I'd agree to that. MMA's cool. More exciting than boxing. Yeah. Have more MMA. Mad Dragon 1973. By the way, how goes the plans for the wedding? There's a big question. Overall, they're doing good. We have a venue. We have a photographer. We have a general plan of what we're going to do there. It's more classic with a splash of geek. And I'm going to try to sneak some Stargate stuff into there as well. And some Harry Potter stuff, Star Trek stuff, whatever. But it's going pretty good. We just booked our honeymoon. We've scrimped and saved. And we've just booked our honeymoon for Hawaii. So we're going to head there for 10 days. And it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be like the first vacation either of us have ever gone on. And we're doing it with cash. So I'm really looking forward to it. Getting off track. So yeah, that's kind of how the wedding plans are going. If you haven't heard, by the way, I'm getting married. I got engaged on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. And we are getting married in September. So, yeah, should be fun. See, Mr. Mauer thought MMA and Miss Martial Arts too. Like, I'm not the only one. Omega Ordained, Tilks and Riots always reminded me of Worf and Alexander. Yeah, they kind of had... I kind of picked up on that vibe too. Yeah, I agree. The High Ground. What do you think about Enemy at the Gate? I've heard many people dislike that episode. It's not my favorite. I don't know. It was all right. Yeah. Not like top 10 or anything, but yeah, it's all right. Mr. Mock, Chief Engineer, Stargate Guy. If you were putting together your own Stargate team and you can choose any character from any SG series, who would be on your SG team? Well, pick any characters from any of the series to be on an SG team. This is kind of a fun question. I want to know what you guys think. What 4 characters in all of the SGs and all of the Stargate universe would you have put together to form an SG team? I would put together kind of because it'd be funny, but I want to see Rodney and Tilk on the same team. I think that would be a really funny dynamic because Tilk is so serious and Rodney is freaking Rodney. So yeah, Rodney McKay and Tilk, and then I kind of want to be a bit of a sadist and say Martin, Wormhole Extreme guy Martin. But no, that's just way too mean, way too mean towards Tilk. So yeah, Rodney McKay, Tilk, Shepard would be so sick of Rodney. He wouldn't want to be on there. Major Lorne. Major Lorne, I think, was a pretty underdeveloped character. I think there was a lot there. So I picked Major Lorne, Rodney McKay, Tilk, and Daniel Jackson. I'd force him to go out into the field again. No. Scratch that. Eli. Yes. That'll be funny. Eli, Rodney McKay, Tilk, Major Lorne. I think that'd be hilarious. Natasha Johnson, My Fort, Jack Vala, Tilk, and... Oh, crap, I missed the last one. I want to see that. Natasha Johnson, My Four, Jack Vala, Tilk, and Jonas. Yeah, that'd be interesting. So the question then is, who would Vala flirt with the most? Would he flirt? Would she flirt with Jack, Jonas, or Tilk? Because she loves playing people against each other, and that's her entertainment. So I'm guessing Jonas because he would be the most susceptible to it, and he would be the most naive one, and I think there'd be some really funny interaction there. Natasha thinks that she'd flirt with Tilk the most. Well, I don't know, because she kept referring to him as muscles when she was dealing with him. And, I mean, like, little quips here and there, but I think since she's already tried that and it's kind of failed, I think she'd go after Jonas. I think she'd have a lot more fun. She'd get a lot more reaction out of him, and that's ultimately what she's looking for, I think. The high ground, then she could also flirt with a stone. Yeah, well, yeah. She'd hit on a snake if it was funny. Mr. Mouse Martin, love it. See, wouldn't Martin be hilarious? Martin would be so funny out in the field, particularly with Tilk. Tilk would be so freaking annoyed with Martin. It'd be hilarious. Yeah. Mary and Martin. See, I think if we're just going with humor, Martin has to be in the mix somewhere. And Ergo has to be implanted in their brains. Ergo would be Ergo and Martin. There's a combo for you. Get the super paranoid guy and stick Ergo in his brain. That would be so funny. Oh, I love that. The voices in his head would be real. Oh my goodness. No, that'd be hilarious. The high ground and the barber got, yep, Joe the barber. Joe would be interesting. Dude, Joe would be so gung-ho about going into the field. He'd be like, yeah, I get to do this. And then as soon as he's off-world in Jaffa or someone is shooting at him, he'd be out. He'd be gone. Man, we could have all kinds of fun with this. Henry Cox says, Dr. Daniel Jackson, Richard Woolsey, Samantha Carter, and Braytac. I feel like that would be an interesting chemistry between them as a team. Yeah, actually. Yeah, because if you throw Woolsey in there, there's a super timid guy who's a little full of himself at times and who's good at interplanetary diplomacy, theoretically. Braytac, as the wise warrior ninja guy. Sam as Wonder Woman. And Dr. Yeah, that'd be an interesting team, actually, yeah. Yeah, anyway. I kind of jumped ahead here. I skipped over a few comments. That's just really cool to think about. Any four characters from the Stargate universe put together as a team. But yeah, if you're going for funny, Martin has to be in the mix there. Martin and Rodney Can you imagine those two on the same team? Martin, Rodney, and Ergo? That'd be hilarious. And then you have to throw in a straight guy. So like Braytac or Tilk. You have to throw in a straight man in order to make it really funny. Yeah. Where was I? I lost my place here before we got really sidetracked with that. There we go. Jaffa Undergood. Omega ordained. Live broadcast the wedding. LOL JK. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to record it though, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, what I would like to, I haven't told Sarah about this, but I understand that there's a thing called a bachelor cake, and it's like a separate cake apart from like the wedding cake with the whole tier thing, and it's a bachelor cake. And what I would love to do, I saw a picture of a cake that had like the Stargate on it, and it shows like the Stargate around the edge, and then the event horizon in the middle. And it was just a circular cake. I would love to do that. I'm running out of battery. I would love to do that. Have a little Stargate bachelor cake. That'd be so cool. I haven't brought that to Sarah though. I think she'd be cool with it because she wants to incorporate that kind of thing. Our wedding art, she would actually love it to be circular. We saw one where it's the actual Stargate, but that's like a lot of work. So, we were thinking, well, circular one, and then maybe do like an engraving on the very top, with a pyramid and the symbol for Earth at the top. But no, I'm not going to live stream the wedding. Not going to happen. Sorry. I'll record it though. Let's see here. Natasha Johnson, you and your future wife should recreate Jack and Sam's wedding picture. Keep it on your nightstand. That'd be cool. That's a cool idea. Yeah. I think she would totally go for that. That was a nice picture. Yeah. The high ground. What do you do for a living? So for a living, I work for the state of Oregon. I actually just got a promotion. So I am a hearings representative for the state. I am a lay representative in with hearings. So I'm basically a discount attorney. Not really. But yeah, I represent the state of Oregon. If people have their welfare programs reduced for whatever reason, and they don't like it, the citizen can request a hearing on the matter. That goes into an administrative law judge. And so I'd help organize things. I'd help create exhibit packets, and I would argue the case of the state. So that's my job. I'm a public servant. It's quite boring, actually. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do it because it pays the bills. I would love to do this for a living, quite honestly, but without creating some products or something that you guys want to buy or having, more revenue streams with this, I can't do it full time. I would love it though. But in the meantime, I'll work for the state because it pays the bills. Even though it's definitely not as much fun, like at all. Okay, I am running out of battery, so we need to start wrapping this up a little bit here. If I cut out all of a sudden, my phone ran out of battery. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thanks for coming and supporting the channel. In the meantime, I'm going to run out the battery by answering questions. Let's see here. The Stargate guy, the Avenger virus guy. Yep. And the guy that had an ancient stone that was dreaming about Jack's missions. I want them on a team. Felger and excuse me. Felger and Joe. Felger and Joe on a team. There are two wide-eyed dreamers for you. That's interesting. Yeah. Let's see here. Dragon Mage 967. Hey, dude. Dragon Mage has been a subscriber forever, man. I think he was one of the original 100 who followed me over from Beard vs. Geek. I think so. Were you, dude? Like, you were in there, like, really near the beginning of this channel. Yeah, congrats on 5K subs. Thanks, man. But yeah. Anyway, it's so cool to, like, see you guys and read your comments and recognize you guys from all this. It's awesome. Love it. Braytech would be amazing to have on team. Yep. Throw Cadwell into the mix. Thor would have been a cool add-on to the team. I don't know. I don't think he could keep up. I don't think he could keep up physically. Mentally, hell yes. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to see Thor in the field under fire. Can you picture that? It's kind of hard. Of course, he did a great job hiding. But, I don't know. Hard to imagine. Omega ordained nerdy nummies made some cookies from with the event horizon in the middle. They looked awesome. Oh, sweet. Email me a picture and possibly a recipe. Aaron LeBlanc. I miss Dr. Fraser. Ditto. Good character. Good character. Mad Dragon, congrats on the promotion, dear fellow. Why, thank you. I really appreciate it. It has a nice little pay bump, and I'm okay with that because I'm getting out of debt, and that's helping. And I'm paying for a wedding, and that's helping. Heroes was absolutely amazing. Yes, Heroes Part 1 and 2, awesome episodes. Henry Cox, damn, you're a Woozie in real life then. Yeah. I don't have to wear a suit, though. That's nice. It's all done over the phone. But, yeah. Mad Dragon 1978, plug a cable in. I don't have one. I don't have a cable. Sorry. The phone's like in the middle. There's no outlets like anywhere. So, sorry. But there's a live stream next Sunday, roughly the same time. I'm going to talk about a theory there, and so we're going to have some more awesome live stream goodness next week. So if I do suddenly cut out because I lost battery on the phone, I will be back next week, and you can always look me up on YouTube. Of course, you guys know the channel. You've probably seen every video. But you can also go to facebook.com/thestargateguy or twitter.com/thestargateguy. And I just started an Instagram that has one photo on it. And that's you can go up on Instagram, the Stargate Guy, and follow me there. That is going to be more like behind the scenes kind of stuff, like my daily life kind of thing. Not really Stargate stuff too much. Like my first post was about like my fiance Sarah. She has never seen the Star Wars movies, like ever. So I'm taking her through watching the Star Wars movie. We start with episode 1, and we're going storyline wise, not like in filming order. So we just watched Rogue One last weekend. And so the very first post on Instagram was just watching Rogue One. But if you want to see more behind the scenes, like my life kind of thing, I think that's going to be it. It's going to be Instagram, that the Stargate Guy. So if you're curious, no. But you can always come back next week. There'll be a video. Actually, there'll be a live stream. Even better. Let's see here. Natasha Johnson, please do this again. Very enjoyable stream. Hey, glad you like it. I get a kick out of this. This is awesome. I love doing live streams. Next week. First Sunday of every month, there is going to be a live stream. That might increase depending on how you guys are liking it. And if you guys want to, keep doing live streams more often. Oh, by the way, before I run out of battery, so I would love to expand the Stargate Guy somehow, even though I'm booked solid, and I might need your guys' help to do that. But looking forward, the Stargate Guy is going to continue even after I get married. That's a thing, okay? So what I want to know from you guys, what do you want from the Stargate Guy? Do you want more weekly videos? Do you want a podcast? Do you want a website? Do you want articles? Do you want more live streams? Do you want products? Do you want Stargate Consulting? I don't know. Do you want to see me show up to conventions and speak on stage? What do you guys want to see from me? Don't let me know in the comments here because they're going to disappear. Let me know in the comment section down below this video and or email me at thestargateguy@gmail.com. I am serious about this. I would love to continue the Stargate Guy. I would love to make it bigger. I would love to do this for a living, to be perfectly honest with you. But in order to do that, I need to know what you guys want, because it's only going to be made possible by you guys. And really, well, and me, sticking to it, like I have to contribute stuff too. But let me know in the comment section down below and email me, thestargateguy@gmail.com. I want to know what you guys want. What can I do for you? I want to help you. So let me know what I can do. Comment section, email, thestargateguy@gmail. Okay, moving on. Before I run out of battery, which is, oh, I can't see. It's imminent. So let's hurry and get through those. What are those pictures in the background? This one are signed photos from Chris Judge and Richard Dean Anderson that my buddy Gary picked up for me in England when they were doing convention there. This one is myself and my fiancee Sarah. So that's it. Henry Cox, hey, well, she's cool. So are you? Well, thanks, man. That's very generous of you. He's been one of my favorite characters since the transition between him and the flexible support character. And yeah, like the guy that played him, Richard Picardo, awesome guy. Love science, love sci-fi, really nice guy. So thank you. Morals, nope. Do you think MGN will make more Stargate, or will they keep stringing us along? They are going to make more Stargate. We don't know exactly how it's going to look. They are going to do it. I'm pretty darn sure. Of course, they can't make any promises because anything can happen. But all signs indicate that things are going to be made down the line. It's not going to be as soon as we would like them to be, but I am pretty confident that things are going to be made down the line. It might be in a different form than what we're used to, but Stargate is an untapped, wonderful money source for MGM. And I think the leadership of MGM have noticed that. They're keeping a close eye on the Stargate franchise. Brad Wright is having talks with the MGM. And I think it's going to come about. It's just a question of when and how it's going to look. But particularly the Superfan panel, I find that very encouraging. Good things are going to happen. Mr. Mouse, more live streams. Comment section. Let me know what you want in the comment section. I'll send you a telegraphic MSG using ancient stones. Ancient stones don't really work for me. Sorry, I don't got the gene. Or do I? I want XGUC3. So do I. I can't do that though. But tell me what I can do for you. Comment section, email, thestargateguy@gmail.com. Another plug. I would love to see your commentary on Star Trek, Star Wars, and the Orville, and those may pull in more viewers, especially doing the Orville right now. Comment section. I'm sorry. It's a more permanent way for me to like look at these things and go back and reference. But yeah, that'd be cool. I did do another channel for those of you who probably don't know. I did do another channel, Beard vs. Geek, that had a lot more sci-fi stuff on it, Star Trek and Star Wars, Harry Potter. I talked about that kind of stuff on there. So you can go on there and check out some of those videos. Some of them are crap, but some of them are pretty good. But yeah, so, and let me know, because I'm thinking about bringing that channel back at some point after I get settled into a life and have some more time. So let me know what you guys think about that, and shoot me an email with that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, just don't watch Discovery. Tell me about it. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Hola. I think you speak Spanish down there. Dominican, I believe so. Yes, hola. Welcome. Glad to have you. Eddie. Yeah, hey, dude. I've read a couple of your comments, I think. The Stargate, by the way, that's a very fairy. That's a very good mic on a phone. Sweet. I'm glad you like it. It's just what was lying around. The Coca, I always wanted Martouf on an SG team. That would be cool. Eddie, you should show us more about the behind the scenes and the process of how you make your videos. That's a good idea. Comment section. Eddie, comment section. Write it in the comments, please. I want to know that stuff for like long term. Comment section. Thank you. You're awesome. That's a good idea. Um, Take it back then. Omega Dane, your Garrick video was awesome. That's how I found you. Garrick video was awesome. Thank you. Natasha, I've watched Beard vs. Geek before this one. Thank you. Awesome. You were one of like the 10 women that watched that show. Love it. Love it. Love it. At least I'm assuming you're a woman from your name on Stargate. I don't know. I hear there's surgeries for that now. I'm not, okay, not going to go there. Mr. Mark, I don't want Stargate to turn into a propaganda piece. Ditto. And although Stargate does have a couple of preachy moments, overall it isn't. And I love it. Stargate, really guys, Stargate means a lot to me. As I stated before, it's a great connection between me and my dad. And it's a great connection between all of us. I mean, just look. Right now, we're having a live stream, and there's people from the Dominican Republic, from Germany, from Romania. There's people in Australia and the UK, all over the freaking world. And we're sitting here talking about Stargate, about a TV show that has made a massive impact in our lives and that have brought us together. This is what I want to share with everyone. This is my passion. This is what I want to help you guys with and connect with each other. Because it's not about me. It's about all of you guys. So really, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for all of your support, all of your watch time, all likes, everything. Everything helps. So thank you very much. Really, you guys are fantastic. Love it. And I love reading all the comments. I love the messages. It is amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you to all those, or those guys that supported today with the super chats. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of the, blah, blah, blah. Apparently I can't speak. Thank you to everyone who has bought me a cup of coffee on Ko-fi.com. Link in the description boxes for every other video. Not this one, naturally. And really, thank you guys. And for you guys on Ko-fi, what I would like to do is doing a monthly private hangout with just you guys who support me on Ko-fi. I'm going to try to work that into my schedule. So go to Ko-fi.com, buy me a cup of coffee. It helps support the show 100%. And guys, really, thank you. It's been incredible. Thank you so much. So next week we have another live stream, and keep watching every Sunday for another Stargate video. And once my schedule frees up, 2 videos a week, we're going to try to do that again. In the meantime, I'll see you on the other side. And cut.